Oh, how's it going, guys? It's Tuesday again, and yeah, we've got some different type of printmaking today. I've kind of got rained in today, dead windy and rainy, so no outdoors funsies, no chirping birds and sound of wind apparently. But we've got a bit of printmaking to do. Again, guys, as always, doing class. Really good to see your work you're doing. And after last week's ordeal, I think we'll try something a lot more similar. So, all we're going to need is a tray of water. We need some ink, and we need this little mixture. It's basically just water with a bit of washing up liquid in it, which is going to be used as a dispersant. So the ink you need is it has to be not waterproof, water resistant, so it will float to the top of this lovely tray. So what we're going to be doing, guys, it's going to be a technique called Suminagashi. Apologies if I butchered the pronunciation of that. Mispronounced pronunciation. Excellent. Yeah, so it's a Japanese technique. It literally means spilt ink. Right? It's quite similar to marbling if you've done marbling before, but we don't use oil-based paint that sits on the top. It's just really using one colour, and so it's like a monochrome picture, like a black and white, where you just add a little bit of water, the dispersant and a bit of ink, one after the other. It builds up and spreads, and then we print from the water, okay? So what I've got is a tray of water here. Now, I've just disturbed it there, so I'm going to wait for it to settle. But basically what you're doing, you need some paper as well. So basically what you're doing, guys, is you're going to be using this technique I'll be showing you to slowly build up this image, or this print. It always looks like, I think it looks like a tree stump with the rings in it, but you can move it around. I've also got this, which is just like a toothpick. That's just going to be used to move the ink, so it gives it that effect, a ripply effect. So literally what you need to do is, and I'll do a quick shot of you with my face doing it, and then I'll put the camera above so you can see how it works, okay? And I'll still kind of talk your ears off while we're doing it, right? Yeah, so which proves how much we can be ambidextrous as well. So you don't want to be putting too much ink into it, otherwise the ink will sit to the bottom. Have a little bit of a play around, and get the technique going. You just want to dab the top of the surface of the water with the ink. Yeah, so basically, and prove how ambidextrous I am, you're going to put a little dollop, and then a dispersant, then a little dollop, and then a dispersant, and then this is just going to build up and build up. You know, get used to it, get the hang of it. And as you can see, you'll not be able to see from that angle, but when I change the camera, you'll be able to see how it's building up. And you can leave this for minutes on end. The little ink will sit there. Don't worry if you do float to the bottom, or the ink floats to the bottom. I'll show you what that looks like. It just means that this bit of ink won't kind of sit on the paper. So yeah, I'll keep playing, and yeah, I'll show you it from above. 2 seconds, my dears. Hi. Right, so this is what we've got. I've just started to make a bit of some movement with this water and dispersant and ink. So you don't have to add anything to the water. It's just simple tap water. So you are literally, with the tip of the brush, just giving yourself a dot, and then the dispersant just makes it jump out. And we can continue doing this until it starts to make a pattern. You also don't need to stay at the same point. See how it started to move over? And while I've been talking, obviously my breath's kind of taking these bits at the bottom. So yeah, just keep adding to it. and you'll get more and more patterns, and as it moves, it'll just follow the flow of the water, and keep going and keep going and keep going until you feel like you've got enough. Enough ink and water on there, or ink and dispersant on there. And it's just moving the ink slowly around the surfaces of the water. So you can see how I'm kind of resting my arms on it, which is making it move backwards and forwards. So if you don't want that, and if you just want sheer circles, just go on. You can tell if you've got more dispersant on, because as soon as you put the black in, get rid of a bit of that, it'll make a smaller circle. But if you've got more ink than dispersant, which is our washing up liquid and a little bit of water, the lines will be thicker. So the ink. The less ink you have, the more grey the colour goes. The more ink you have, the more the darker the colour goes. So what you can use is just your lovely little toothpick, and if you want, just disturb the water to make it just flow and dance away from the points you want to move. I think that little bit in the middle might want a little bit more work. So it's pretty much the same as marbling, guys. So if you've used like nail polish marbling, it's pretty much very not dissimilar to that, but just using ink and water, and you can get some beautiful effects. Use different coloured inks, and what you want to do is I've just cut off some old bits of paper, and I'm just going to lay it down over the top, and you can see lightly the ink setting into the paper. Leave it a good couple of seconds just until it all sets in there, and then you'll have your print. Yeah, so simply once you've done that, grab it by the corner, and it will set as your print there, which I've just dipped in the water, but you get to see the general print there. You can add colour to this. I think we should have a go with some colour to have a similar thing, but yeah, I'm going to stick this over there to dry, and yeah, we'll move on to another one. Now you can use the same water because you've taken off the surface area of the water, so yeah, I'm just having to go down here a lot. So yeah, you can take off the, but I'm going to clean it out, and we're going to add some green to it, I think, and just see how that comes out, okay? 2 seconds. So guys, that's where we have it. So what I've done is I've just kind of left this off to dry. What you can do is you can add some colour to it. You can add some different coloured inks. It does work. The darker the colours you get, always make sure it's water resistant, so it works a little bit better. Yeah, it just means that it'll sit on top. About half fill your tray, and you can carry on using the inked tray or water as much as you want. If you want to kind of have a clearer picture, then keep emptying that water. But that's it. That's a simple version of marbling, or Suminagashi. Again, might have butchered the pronunciation, but yeah. So yeah, it's been awesome, guys. As always, you're doing a great job. Have a go at this. It's really simple. Something you can do around the house. Even if you do it in a sink, it's possible to do it that way. But yeah. Let me know, let me see all the pictures. Super proud as always. Thank you for being here, and yeah, let's keep going. See you next time. All me peace, all me love. Bye.